So, what would you like me to do? Fix up my cape, or do I just stand here and look pretty? Superman, I hate to break it to you, but, this isn't your figure review. What? But if it's not my review, whose review is it? There's an alien tongue on the side of my head, isn't there? Yeah. You've got to be kidding.
Big Bad Toy Store, the #1 source for all your figure and toy buying needs and more. They accept all major credit cards and PayPal with no money down until your order leaves the warehouse. Click the link in the description below to start your shopping experience today.
Hey everybody out there, Chris here, and welcome to my first ever figure review, or more along the lines of a first time in a very long time figure review, and these are going to become more, they're going to occur more often on this channel now. But anyway, the first figure I'm going to be reviewing is the Marvel Select, or Diamond Select, however you'd like to put it, Venom figure. And this is a very, very unique figure. Why do I say that? Because, and this is why I'm actually holding the camera, it comes with a whole ton of accessories. You got the two heads here. One being, I wanted to focus the camera. Focus. There we go. One being the Eddie Brock head, which I will show you guys on the figure. Another one being the first appearance head. Two interchangeable hands. The Madness back piece, which attaches to the back. Show you guys that on the back of the figure as well as extra arms that have their own little peg hole. But we'll talk about that with the Venom figure. So I guess now let's actually get into the Venom figure. Okay, first off, let's fix the camera a wee bit, because there you go. And of course, this is a first video, so bear with me on this first time. Things will get easier as time goes on, and there are less accessories. So here's your standard Venom Marvel Select figure. I actually have the tongue accessory head on the figure at the moment, and I have the open-handed figure hands. When you get this in package, these hands are actually on the Madness backpack, which a few people didn't know that you could actually take these hands off and actually put them on Venom. Hands come off very easily, just little pull and they come off, and you could basically put on any hand you'd like. For example, this is the clawed hand. If you'd like, there's also the closed fist, and they pop on pretty easy. And what I really like about the hand is the detail to the web shooter, which very few figures actually in the Marvel, in the Venom line actually have done. And I am going to point out about this leg in a little bit. You also have these hands, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, which go with the Madness. The head also comes off, but before I take the tongue head off, I just would like to show you guys, you can also take the tongue off of the face if, let's say, you don't like the tongue part, and basically there you go. You have the Venom figure, the Venom teeth, and you really can't even see the peg hole. The peg hole's all the way in the back of the mouth, which you can't probably see because of the shadow. But if, let's say, you do want to put the tongue in, you just basically slip it right back into the peg hole, like so, and you push up. You can have the tongue going whatever way you want, but mostly I like the tongue the way it came with the head. And a little push, and there you go. It's back in. Isn't that a nice head? And then of course you could take the head off. One complaint I have is when I got my Venom figure, this the ball joint was actually out of the neck. I had to work it back into the neck of the figure, and because I did that, let me raise up the camera a little bit. I knew I put it too low. Stay up, Venom. Don't move. There we go. Since we're talking about the head first. Because I actually had to pull out the joint that was in the head, this head is very, very loose. Literally, if I go 360, it just basically comes right off. But here's your first appearance Venom head. Very detailed. Love the teeth. We'll talk about the figure articulation and everything in a little bit. That's one head. And this head is one that I actually am surprised they put in here, but I love it. And that's what made me want to get this figure. And that is the interchangeable head with perfect detail to actually the Eddie Brock side, if you guys can see that. I want to try to get... I know there's a glare. I'm trying to get some spotlight on this, but if I turn the spotlight off, yeah, you guys can see it a little better now. Let me know if you guys rather have the spotlight on or off. I think I prefer it off because you guys can see a lot more detail now. So, the Eddie Brock head with the symbiote going around, and then you have the regular Venom head. Personally, my favorite is the Venom tongue version because it reminds me of Venom. Yes. And then the backpack literally clings to the back like so. There you go. And a static clings. And then you could have your Madness Venom. And of course, like I said, the hands interchange. So we're gonna put, actually I'm not a fan of the claw hands too much at the moment. So we're gonna put the claw hands, hold on a second. Makes it a lot quicker if I do it like so. And we'll put Mr. Open Hand back on Venom's arm. There you go. And now you got the claw hands in the back. Standard hand here, fist there. And then these arms, there's a peg hole on the side of the arm here. And I picked the wrong arm up, of course. And these just fit right inside. Like so. That's arm number one. I wouldn't push too hard. That's arm number two. And there you have a full out Madness Venom. Extra arms. And you got the heads. And this is where I take the tongue out so you guys can see the extra heads. Okay, articulation time. Heads all fully rotate except with the Madness, because as you can see, head can't turn, but the head fully rotates. These four heads on the Madness do rotate and are on a ball joint. But of course, because they're hindered by each other, yeah, they don't fully rotate, but they can if they were alone. Arm bends, turns fully. Elbow, wrist turns, of course. There's a little bit of a ab crunch, very little. You can't really even tell that you can ab crunch. Turns, knee bends, turns a little bit, turns at the thigh, and the ankle goes up and down. No ankle pivot. There is no ankle pivot. So that kind of hinders a bit of the posability for Venom. My one complaint is, and this happens to a couple of my Marvel select figures, is this joint, this knee joint, is very, very loose. So if I was just to place him down like that, yeah, he falls over. His leg has very little strength to it. I have to actually pose him just right and pray to God that, yep, see, one little shake and he goes weak in the knee. Also, there is a joint here that allows for extra bending of the knee. He goes that high up, that far back, can bend up. Also, paint application, one problem I had is in the back here, a little bit of the white paint, but no major complaint on the paint app. To be honest, it's in the back. I did have to fix up. Let me take these off because I'm not really a fan of these. And let's take the madness off because Venom is not mad. There you go. Arms also fully rotate, by the way, all the way around. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, this is my first figure review. So, there you go. Tongue's still here. So, in total, out of a 5-star rating, I give this figure a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I take a half star away because of the weak knee syndrome, which a lot of the Marvel Select figures that I have at least have. However, the figure is spectacular. There are tons of different ways you can pose him, set him up. There is a total of 3 hand sets. There's the Madness back, the arms for the Madness, 3 heads, 4 if you count that you could take the tongue out of this head. And there's just a bunch of posability, a bunch of collectability. So if you are going to be getting this figure, I would highly recommend you guys get more than one if you are going to want to put him in several different poses. Personally, one's enough for me because I like the classic look Venom, but I know a lot of people like the Madness Venom, or maybe you'll want the interchanging head with Eddie Brock's face on it. All up to you guys. All in all, though, I really like this figure. The paint is really awesome on the figure, other than that one splotch in the back with the white paint. The figure is a beautiful figure. Can't wait to actually put it with the rest of my other Marvel Select and Legend figures. Let me give you guys a quick size comparison. Okay, a little size comparison. As you guys can see, Venom is about a good head taller than the DC's Direct New 52 Justice League Superman. And standing next to the Marvel Legends Thor, he and Thor, I would say him and Thor are the closest in height, so to speak. Maybe Venom being just a little bit taller, a tiny bit taller. But that's not saying by much. And Thor is one of the taller Marvel Legend figures I have at this moment in access. So Venom is pretty much, I would say, to scale with your Marvel Legend figures, even if you'd like to put him in between your Marvel Legends. I don't have a Marvel Select Spider-Man down here to size comparison him to. But Venom is basically a pretty tall figure. And yeah, he definitely height-wise, he passes the tallest person in the DCU. So yeah, he's taller than your standard DC Direct figures, but he fits in pretty nicely with your Marvel Legends figures, such as Thor. So guys, this is my review of the Marvel Select Venom figure. I apologize once again. This is my first figure review, or official figure review. So if I was a little bit shaky, if I screwed up a little bit with the joints and showing you guys. By the way, I did want to mention on the Madness backpack, the arms rotate fully and bend at the elbow. And you guys know about the wrist. Forgot to mention that about the arms. But like I said, guys, this is the first. I will, as time goes on, get a bit better. And once again, this is a figure with a ton of accessories. Like I said, you've got the backpack, you've got 3 interchangeable hands, you have the closed fist, you have the open hands, which are on Venom, and then you have the Venom claw hands. All of them have a perfectly sculpted, light off a minute, if it focuses, web shooter in the hand. Wow, it zooms in a lot better with it off. I like how it actually pops out on the hands. And it also happens, you also have it, whoop, rolling hand. It also is on the fist. Focus. Well, anyway, it's on the fist too. And it's also on the hands, the open hands. So guys, this is my review. Don't forget to check out comicrelated.com as well as bkbn.net for all your comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. Also, don't forget to check out my group page, Dark Avenger Inc. It's on youtube.com/Dark Avenger Inc. We upload videos practically daily. Hope you guys enjoyed this figure. If you are interested, there is a link in the description to the figure as sold on Big Bad Toy Store. That's where I got this guy. And I shouldn't have done that because I touched his tongue and he decided to fall almost. This is an excellent figure for those of you that collect Marvel Select figures. A must-have if you are a Venom fan. I have been waiting for this figure for over about 3 months since I saw it announced in one of the comic magazines where you could order your stuff. I saw that figure and I said, that is definitely the figure I'm getting in 2013. Glad it's out. Really happy I bought it. Like I said, 4.5 out of 5. Basically as close to a 5 as it can be. To be honest, with all the accessories and everything, and as you guys can see, if not bothered, he basically stands perfect on his own. So I would say it's a 4.5 to 5. Everybody I've seen who's reviewed this figure has given it a 5. I'm only taking a 0.5 away because of the knee joint, which also I wish I had my other Marvel Select Venom, the Ultimate Venom. I had the same problem with the knee on that one. Maybe I'm just unlucky when it comes to getting the, when it comes to the figures when they come out of package, but it came out of package like that. I don't know if anybody else who bought the Marvel Select Venom had that same problem. If you have, definitely leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of this review. As I said, they will get better as time goes on. I'm still debating about the spotlight being on or off. Let me know, do you guys like it with the light or without the light? Personally, I like it without the light because the zoom in function works a whole lot better without the light. So I might actually not be doing the spotlight anymore. So I apologize if the spotlight gave you guys a bit of a headache. But this is the Marvel Select Venom figure. Leave your comments in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the Marvel Select Venom figure. Take care, everybody. Keep reading, keep collecting. I will see you guys really soon in another video. Take care, everybody.